Hey, everybody. Welcome to the very first episode on the Junkies Network. I am the Masked Maniac, known throughout the land as Cranky Frankie. And if I sound a bit funny today, it's mostly because I have got like one of those sinus infections where every single time I sniffle, my ears pop. And it's driving me out of my mind. I can't stand it. I'm like this. Every time it pops. And when you got somebody that's had like 24 concussions, it's not the best feeling. So I'm going to put my glasses back on because I'm feeling really bit weird. But the very first episode on the Junkie Network is going to be a review of the Crystal Palace. Let me give you a little rundown here, okay? We do Disney dining 200 to 300 times a year.
Wow.
I'm not talking about quick service or a stop at Casey's for a cold weenie with sauerkraut. I'm talking, there have been years where we actually did the Liberty Tree 200 to 300 times, where we did Ohana's 100 times in 6 months. And the Crystal Palace was always a place where we would go Saturday mornings, 11:35, which is like the first lunch booking. And we always loved it. But, you know, the kids are older. They don't have to see characters anymore. And we kind of shied away, and we kind of do it only about 12 to 18 times a year. And it's been a few months since we've been there. We still go to the parks almost every day. But, you know, they don't have some things that I like. They've gotten rid of pizza. I love pizza. You know, there's a few other things that I really gotta have. Like the brisket. I loved when they have brisket and all that stuff. But kids wanted to go today. We went to the park. It was 90 degrees. There was no wind. It was hot. I need a hip replacement. I need shoulder replacement. I already had one done. Cancer removed off this shoulder. It's been a crappy year. I just wanted to relax. The parks were crowded. Everybody was entitled. Give me this, give me this. Little Timmy peeing in the bushes. You know, it was one of those days. So we didn't have a reservation. And at about 11:15, I walked up to the Australian chick at the counter. And I'm like, look, baby, I'm married to one of your kind, okay? One of them Sydney girls. And she was very, very nice. And I said, look, to be honest, I said, look, my hip hurts. I can't keep standing. I don't have a reservation. Are you really booked? Such a nice girl. Giggles a little bit. And she's like, you know what? We're going to take walk-ins at 11:30. She says, come back at 11:30. I came back at 11:35. I said, can you do anything for us? She goes, here's a buzzer. That easy. Here's a buzzer. Park slamming packed. And this chick was just like, here's a buzzer. That nice. That nice. Sat right away. They didn't make us stand up for 45 minutes. We were seating within 10 minutes. And it was just a changeover from breakfast to lunch. And I got to tell you guys something. The turkey was beautiful. The mashed potatoes were beautiful. I prefer no skin in the mashed potatoes. I'm not a skin in the mashed potatoes person. You know, I'm not a big fried food eater, but the chicken nuggets were good. I think they're lacking for a kid's restaurant, a restaurant that's geared toward children. They're definitely lacking in stuff for kids. Little drumsticks. What kid wants little drumsticks? Your kid wants pizza. Your kid wants, well, I mean, they have the macaroni and cheese and all that, but pizza, you gotta have pizza. I'm not a big salmon eater, but I tried the salmon. It was really good. They had some roasted chicken that was really good. Um, you know, I said to the dude, I said, hey, carving dude, do you think you could make the meat a little more well done for me? Says, no problem, jacked up looking dude. Oh, he knows. It's been 6 months since I've worked out, but he knows. So they make the meat more well done for me. Not cheap with the meat, not cheap with the turkey. It was really good. Willie's not a big eater. Willie had 2 plates of food. Dylan had his 14 plates of food. My Polynesian Australian wife had 97 plates of food. They have a lot for everybody. If you're a picky eater like me and Willie, it's a great place. Probably the best place you're going to go to for character interaction, especially if you have children. You have Tigger and Pooh and Eeyore and Piglet, and they don't rush you, and you get time with them, and the server was pleasant, and it was just really good. Just so you guys know, Willie was in the mood for French fries. I said to the server, I said, hey, Mac, any chance you might be able to get my son some French fries? No charge. They bring a big plate of French fries out. I wanted real butter, got me real butter. I love strawberries. They had no strawberries out. My wife said to the server, hey, Sally, you think you have strawberries left over from breakfast? Went in the back, came out, cleaned, gigantic red strawberries in a big cup for me. I mean, as accommodating as they can be. I think if there's any issues, like I said, pizza. You got to bring back pizza. And the price. Now, I'm not somebody that thinks Disney overcharges. I'm a little bewildered with there's no more lunchtime. You have your breakfast price and your breakfast times, but as soon as breakfast is over at 11:30, you go right to dinner. So $50 is a lot. It's a lot. It's not a lot for all you could eat. For a cheap Jew like me, who raises his kids Catholic, it's a lot. It's a lot. I mean, even though I have tables in Wonderland, $220 for lunch is a lot. I wouldn't have been so upset if it's dinner, and I'm probably being picky because I got to be picky about something. But I had a really good lunch. I was in a bit of a rough mood today because, like I said, the park's hot. It was really crowded, and the amount of entitlement going around the parks was crazy. And little Timmy peeing in the grass, like I said, it was rough. But I got to tell you, if you're visiting Disney for the first time and you want to meet characters and you're okay with the $50 a person, you got to go to the Crystal Palace. You have to. Your kids have to meet Pooh and Tigger and Eeyore and Piglet. And the food's good. The food's good. And remember, you have allergies, they do amazing stuff if you have allergies. If you just don't like something, like Willie won't eat the mashed potatoes with the skin. You ask the server, say, hey, Sally, you got any French fries in the back? They'll do it. Even if you say, hey, do you think maybe the chef can just make my son or me just a piece of chicken breast? They'll do it. They're really not going to say no to too many things. Like your server probably won't get naked and dance on the table. Not that you'd want this guy to, because his butt was probably hairy, but guys, give it a shot. If you've eaten there before, you've had a bad experience, give it another shot. People have bad experiences everywhere. You have bad experiences in some of the greatest restaurants you've ever eaten at. But I did. I had a fantastic lunch today. As many refills as you want. It's all you could eat, and they do such a job on desserts. The best desserts you're going to find on Disney property is generally at the Crystal Palace. Fresh cookies and it's cakes and pies and the flan. I don't know if they have the flan anymore. Ice cream machine. Got to do it. I hope you guys liked the first episode of the Junkies Network. It's not just going to be about Disney stuff. We're going to talk Universal stuff. We're going to talk a lot about life. There might be episodes we talk about diabetes and high blood pressure. We may talk about the gym. We may talk about TV shows like My 600-Pound Life, 90 Day Fiancé. I might just talk about how crappy my day is or how good my day is. Who knows? I might talk about some of the rashes I get. I'll talk about whatever you guys want me to. But please subscribe, tell your friends, and share this video with every single person you know. Share it with people who you don't even like. Just share it everywhere. Be irritating. Post it in every group you know of. I don't care. But anyway, I love you guys very much. And I guess I got to go into Publix now and buy some cheese doodles. Bye, everybody. I love you guys very much.